just turn this bad boy on, and let me just quickly clean it with my non-stick rag. This is the rag I just used to clean it a little bit when it's done. Like some of the oil. Should I just pancake? If it gets a little too dirty, I wash it with soap. I'll just try to avoid getting the electrical component too wet. Alright, we're going to be using this to cook some chicken skins and chicken fat. Render out the fat. Ew, some of it still has some feathers on it, it looks like. But wait for the rest of the meat to thaw. I shall use this and then put it in the rice, put the oil in the rice. Okay. Alright, we're going to be trying something new here. So I put one chicken thigh in there, deboned, deskinned, fried it in that, collected the oil and put it in there. And I'm going to try putting it in the Aroma rice cooker. By the way, I just want to let y'all know that this wording, the label, came off extremely easily. Just with wiping down, I didn't scrub it or anything. But yeah, I'm going to put this in here and I'm going to see how well this cooks. Probably take like maybe 20 minutes. Usually takes 12 minutes to start boiling. But it'll probably be less than that. Maybe it'll be 8. And we'll see how it does. I set the thing for 30 minutes, just as a reference. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Alright, this came up at around the 20-minute mark, the little thing. So let's check what we have in here. I put the lid on. That is nowhere near as seared as I like it. But let's snap it back down and continue. Doesn't look bad. Oh, I realized I wasn't even facing the thing. This is a chicken thigh, by the way. Again, I put the lid on to try to make sure that it cooks through. Though I knew it was going to make it soggy. So after 20 minutes, about 20 minutes, that's what it looks like. And we're going to go for maybe, probably 10 more minutes, probably the rest of the time. Yeah, let's go for the rest of the time. Okay, I accidentally didn't flip the thing down. Okay, so we flipped it back down, but some of the heat was lost. But we'll see. It's probably fine. So I put 10 more minutes on there. Some of the heat was lost. But I guess we'll see. I'm going to open this and take the temperature reading on the inside. Like, because it's already very moist, so I'm pretty sure it's fine. It's just I'm being picky about searing it. It's very moist this way. Did not see how easy it was to go through it. I'm just being picky about searing. I'm going to take the inside temperature and see what it's like. It's been cooling down. Okay, so while cooling down, it's at 154 on the inside there. 150. Alright, so it was probably cooked when it went back up at 20. But let's sear it for a little bit more because I do like mine seared more. It's very moist though. That is one way to cook it, is to cook it on like higher for like 15 minutes and then put it on low, or even turn it off depending on your stove and how hot it gets, for the last 10 minutes with the lid on tightly to make it moist. So that's kind of closer to the moist method of cooking chicken on like a stovetop. But yeah, we'll come back and see. Should be done now. I like this moist. So I'm not sure what's going on with the sensor on that one, but it came up just now, like before the 10 minutes were up that I set. So like 8 minutes. I'm not sure what's going on with this, but I guess it doesn't, just keep that in mind. But it did it for 20 minutes before it started to, oh, look how moist it is. Look how moist it is. Breaking apart. Some parts of it breaking apart. Okay, let's see if I can flip this. That's acceptably seared. Yeah, that's acceptably seared. Should I go for more? I like to, I'm sorry, I keep moving the camera out of the frame. My hand-eye coordination has not been doing that great lately, but I am trying. Okay, this is good enough for most people. So I would say 30 minutes. I would say 30 minutes, maybe 20, but I didn't take the temperature at 20 when it came up and I didn't notice. It's possible 20 was fine. I did have some oil in it, so that could probably change that too. You know, there's a little bit of oil in there, in terms of bringing it up to temperature. And I had a lid on. I actually think I'm gonna go for a little bit more. Oh, I wonder what changes this part. Huh. Okay, I'll get right back to you. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. Okay, so I couldn't get to go back down after that, but it was cooked through. It was probably cooked through. I just wasn't sure why the sensor wasn't allowing me to continue to cook it. I guess it became lightweight enough that it, I don't know. But it was cooked through. It took like 20 minutes, and then after that I did it again, and I did it for about 7 or 8 minutes, and then that was when it didn't allow me to continue to press it down for this particular batch. So that was the result. I'm pretty pleased. All right, there's 2/3 cups of rice in there, filled to the line, and we're gonna be cooking some potato salad on top, and I'll let you know if the egg and the potatoes cook through. I diced them small. Actually, let me show you the size of the potatoes. I usually dice them smaller than this, but this is the size of it. Pretty small. I usually do it smaller, but this time I did it a little bit larger. And I'll show you the results after. The eggs actually get overcooked, so just warning y'all is that the eggs actually get quite overcooked. So if you want to, you can put it in later, like maybe with like 12 minutes, 8 to 12 minutes left. But since it's less water than 1 cup of rice, I'm just gonna put it in there and see how it does. Okay, this came up quite a bit ago, like 10 minutes ago. It's been, you know, kind of steaming since. That eggs look like it's done. The rice looks like it's done. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It doesn't look mushy. It looks very nice and fluffy. Let me just get a fork to be sure. Probably somewhere between 25 minutes to 35 minutes. Rice is perfect. Let me see if those potatoes cook through. It's cooked through. This looks like it's gonna be fine. This usually overcooks, so it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna open it when it cools down and I'll show you. There. It can get quite attached to the eggshell. But It's thoroughly cooked. Still kind of rubbery. Like this part in particular feels very hard, but it looks fine. It's fine. That's what it was at the end. And the end result of cooking for 1 hour, give or take, on the Aroma cooker here. That one there. That uses about 250 watts. I usually put carrots and peas in here, but I didn't have some, so we're just doing egg and potato this time. Yeah, this is how much rice was left. I put 2/3 cup to eat 1/3 cup. I'm saving this and this for later, saving like that as well. So, ta-da! For about 250 watts an hour, I believe.